Hello, I'm Bood and welcome to episode 2 of Rebuilding Everton, part of my Rebuild series where I take teams, fallen giants or teams that have had a moment of glory and I try and get them back up to where they used to be, if I can. And yeah, if you come back for this episode, hopefully you enjoyed the first one. So hopefully you enjoy this one and you'll give it a thumbs up. Thank you very much. You may even subscribe if you're brand new. Again, thanks for helping me get to 10k. It's pretty special. But you know what? It's a new day. It's a new day. And we have a new team for you. We've done many transfers. It was a lot of fun. I'm actually, right, it's how it works. So I'm filming these this week, but I played them last week. So at the minute, I'm playing next week's team. Now that is a challenge. I'm not even lying. It's a team I've been asked for lots. And every time I get asked for it, it gets 12 likes in the comments. It's a team that is not in any of the big 5 leagues. And wow, I've just done the first season with them. It's going to be tough, but it's enjoyable. But for now, it's all about Everton. And I cannot wait to share with you what I've been doing. So let's get into it. Well, let's start here with the good bit. And it's the transfers. And as you can see, I've made a lot of transfers. You'll get to see some of them right now. Some names might instantly pop out and excite you. They excited me. Now I spent 112 million with add-ons and so on, so you know I have stretched the finances out, but I did bring in a lot of money. As you can see, we had players who I didn't like who were still worth 20-ish million, so that was brilliant. So let's have a quick look at what I did. As soon as that season ended, I had everyone up for sale who I wanted to get rid of, and slowly started to see who came in, and offers started to trickle in. Some had a lot of interest, some didn't. It took time. This guy had a bit of interest, to be fair, because he's okay. I just don't fancy him at all. Don't like him. He's not good looking. And he's not a good footballer. So he's out the door. Now this isn't a big transfer fee, but it's a big name who's left. Leighton Baines left for a couple $100,000. Bit of a legend, I know, at Everton. But his best days are behind him. Big time player, but it didn't really fit my tactic. And I want people who are going to fit my tactic. So time to cash in. And we got some really good money for him. He's off to Monaco. Good club. We've got a bit of money to spend. And it's now our money to spend. Bernard, he's off to Germany. He only played 10 games for me last year. Decent player, but yeah, cashed in. Sandro was in the reserves last year. Been out on loan a few places, I think. Got a decent amount for him. So again, off the wage bill and more money to spend. Another player to leave was Ricky. Don't like him at all. I don't think he's good enough at all. So good luck to him. This one surprised me, because he's worth quite a bit of money still. He's a decent player still. He's only 30. We got some fantastic money for it from Torino. So really impressed. I was really positive that I had enough money to start putting my own stamp on this team. First off, I signed Ruben Neves. He wanted to come to Everton. We're in Europe. We're a massive club. It's going to cost me close to 40 million eventually, but fantastic player who should fit perfectly in the VOLCANO. I had to bring him in. I've had him on other saves. I know he works great in my tactic. Will he work great in my tactic though in the Premier League? That was going to be the test. Now I wanted a right back, and he was up for sale. I forgot he'd got to Atletico Madrid. He had a decent season there, but he wanted to come on. I think he was transfer listed. Not cost me too much, and he's now worth way more than he cost me. And you know, he's one of England's best right backs, so really impressed. Now, like I kept saying, in the last episode, I wanted some proper strikers, and this is the first I found. And again, he's one of them players that doesn't shout out straight away, but he's got attributes I like. I think will fit perfectly, and his main role is a poacher, so I'm hoping he's going to do alright for us, because he's scored goals in the past, played in Italy and so on. Young Argentinian, already played for Argentina twice. I wanted a quality centre-half, and this is the best I could get. It's cost me 40 million, which isn't too cheap. 21-year-old Serb, got it from Fiorentina, and I think he's a beast, a potential beast. 6'5" he is. This purchase, I was super happy with. I wanted a new wide man. This guy can play on both wings. His dad's a legend. I'm old enough to remember his dad playing. He can use both feet. He can still get better. I can't believe we got him for it cost me like nearly 30 million, but I thought that was cheap. I needed a new backup left back to replace Leighton Baines. So I picked up this kid from Bristol City. Remember Bristol City last year? Bossed me in 2 games, knocked me out of the FA Cup. This lad I like the look of when I looked at their squad. Loads of potential. I have never heard of him. Didn't cost me much money. Great prospect. If you've seen Marseille, you know who this guy is. Benny was a beast for Marseille, and he was a beast at the top of the Volcano. So he's gonna. I feel like I've got 2 good strikers now, not just one. We are well better than we were last year, especially up top. So it's gonna be interesting to see if these 2 guys can score goals and if Benny can replicate his Marseille form. Then last but not least, I picked up a player from Portugal who I don't know too much about. 21-year-old Brazilian, although I think he looks 31. But again, loads of potential, got a bit of speed, got some quality, can play on both wings. So let's have a quick look over the team. And of course, we've got Pickford in goal, who's still a great goalkeeper. He's got his back up again. Same guy as last year, who's half decent. No need to change that. We've still got a great left back. And of course, we've got Jay. I like the look of this kid. On the right, we've got Trippier, which again, I'm happy with. And we've got this guy, John Joe Kenny. I promoted him from the youth team. I think he's really good. In the centre, we've got the new boy who is instantly top dog, 6'5". Obviously, we've got Michael Keane. They're probably going to be my starting 2. But then I've got a great third choice centre half. And we've got Oldgate as number 4. So I think the defence is more balanced and way better. In the middle, we've, of course, new guy, Ruben Neves, who I really, really like. We've got Gabamin from last year, who, again, I think is really good. Philip Billing, great. Andre Gomez, who was awesome. So I think that's 4 great guys in the middle. And then you've got players like Tom Davis to back that up. And I've got someone else somewhere. Up top, Simeone. I like him. And Benny Detto. He scores the goals. He scores the goals. Benny! Anyway, I like him. Alex Iwobi, who did a great year last year. Really changed my opinion of him. Clivert, both wings. Galeno, both wings. Moise Keane. We are looking sweet. So what do the bookies think about this new Everton? Well, they think we're going to be the same. Exactly the freaking same. I do not agree. I don't agree. I think we're going to be way better, hopefully in the league. Here's some of the transfers though. Premier League always gets strong. Probably spend over a billion every summer. Do you ever get that news feed where it shows you? It's always Premier League 1.3 billion, and the next league will be like the Bundesliga, $500 million. So it's crazy money. Liverpool got stronger, so Chelsea, City bought De Ligt. Expectation wise, well, Premier League will qualify for the Europa League, which I think we can do. Top 6. If I don't get top 6, I'd be disappointed. The Europa League got us to get to the quarter final, but we've got to qualify for that first. So we'll have to see what happens with that. And I've played a few games. I'll show you that in a bit. FA Cup, 6th round, and Carabao Cup, which we are the winners of. Don't forget that. We've already got a trophy. Staff-wise, well, that goalkeeper coach I kept from last year because he was awesome. Tottenham poached him. I offered him a new deal. He said no. He's gone to Spurs. So we've had to replace him. We've brought Tony in. And then we've expanded the team. We've got a new scout and 2 new coaches. 2 coaches I know pretty well. The coaches that float about this game that most of you have probably used, but they're brilliant. Got ex-Man United coach and under-18s manager Paul McGuinness. And Phil Cannon, who I've got in as a coach, but most of the time I've used him in the past as a head of youth. But look how good he is as a coach. Look how good he is. Brilliant. And he's ex-Everton. He used to be Everton's under-18s manager a long time ago. We'll look at the staff overview. And again, I've been expanding the scouting a bit. It looks bad, but I've got good scouts. That's all that matters. Medical team's decent. Can't do anything with that. But obviously the coaching team's got 2 strong extra ones this year. So apart from fitness, we've got the best staff as well. So I had high expectations of this season that we could not necessarily win anything, but do better than we did last year in the league. We really want to get top 6, top 5, top 4. So at this point, I've had a pre-season, as you can see, in England. Very exciting. Then we had Coleman's testimonial. Now, Coleman actually wanted to leave. I'm pretty sure. No, he didn't ask to leave. But when I went on his profile, it said, won't mind a new challenge. And I'm sure that only came up after his testimonial. So, fair enough. Do you know what I mean? We got a great price for him. He was a great servant. He's raised some money for charity. That's brilliant. Then we drew Rangers. We've got to qualify, haven't we? So, if you're a Rangers fan, Brian, I'm sorry about this, mate. But, yeah. Morelos again. He scored against me. Who was it with? What did I lose when he played? Was it Werder Bremen? Morelos, as in another team, knocked us out or something. Or beat us in something. Bastard. Good player. But yeah, 2-1. Happy days with that. And then the return leg at their place, we drew 1-1. Played Bury in a friendly. And now we've drawn PSC, whoever they are. And we've already beaten them 4-0. So I've got to play in the Premier League against Norwich, which hopefully we can start winning with winning ways. And then hopefully progress in the Europa League. Finances are pretty good, to be fair. Like I always say, it's good in your second year. Spent a lot, recouped a lot. I won't be spending again this year, so hopefully we can use some of this money to pay off some of my transfer debt. Apparently we're failing the wages, but I've never had any issue with that. FFP wage bollocks. It always seems to sort itself out. I've got a ton of wiggle room. I'm only spending 2.1 million. I think I've got the wage bill down. I'm sure I have. But I've got room to play with, so I could keep buying really, but I think we've got a good team now. Let's build off this, what we've got now. Now, there's been some changes in the Premier League when it comes to managers, so who am I going up against this year? Well, of course, Pep Guardiola's not at City. He's never at City, is he? Always leaves on this game. I don't know why, but they've got Ancelotti. Luis Enrique's at Spurs. Roy Keane's at West Bromwich Albion. Poor West Brom, eh? I mean, I'm a Man United fan. I don't like Roy Keane. But yeah, interesting. Going up against Ancelotti, one of my favourite managers. I'd have loved to have seen him at United once. Maybe it could still happen. Right then, I think we get jumping straight forward to January the 1st. And let's have a look at the first half of the season's been going. There's been Premier League games played, as you can see. We've got to play Norwich. Yeah, it's going to be exciting. Let's start with our trophy, the Carabao Cup. And we kicked off against Spurs. They helped us with an own goal in a pretty boring game, but it was enough and we're through. Well, we got Chelsea, so we didn't start. It's not easy, this, is it? Spurs, Chelsea, massive clubs, good teams, great players. I think they might have B-teamed it, to be fair-ish, or they rested a few players. Again, it was nothing exciting. Went to penalties, which is always a lottery. Then it was on to the quarterfinals against Fulham, a team we should have been easily beaten. But then look at the times of the goals. We were 2-0 down. 2-0 down. Fulham were probably thinking, Everton. And then we scored 3 goals in the last 6 minutes. 82nd, 85th and 91st. We should have won it anyway. We didn't make it easy, and Simeone got man of the match. And again, we're in the semi-finals, and again, we're playing one of the Northwest's biggest clubs. This time, it's the Northwest's biggest of all clubs. The world's biggest club, Manchester United. Could we do what we did last year? Could. Why not? Of course we could. We've had the draw for the FA Cup third round, and we're going to be playing Fleetwood. We should be, no offence, we should be getting past them. I was wondering if Joey Barton was the manager. He's not. It's Simon Grayson. Joey Barton. What a knob. A quick check in on the finances. Money is going down, but I expected it to. I thought we had enough cushion to support us through the season, especially because I'm going to be paying out in chunks. Because some of the payments to them players are when they play, when they score, if they play for the country. The monthly payments spread out. So, you know, there's big chunks of money leaving this club every month. But I don't think it's an issue. And look at the bottom. All green. Now, if you had an eagle eye, you probably would have seen where we are in the league. We're third. Now, I thought we'd be top 6. But third, I'm really impressed. We've only lost 2 games. Drawn 6, won 13. And we've got a guy in the goal scoring chart, Simeone. He's been beating out Benedetto, but they're very similar. Can't really tell them apart much. But it's what makes me laugh about this game. Right. I had a striker last year. I didn't like him. I didn't rate him. Didn't really play him. I sell him to Southampton, who are now 7th in the league, and he's joint top goal scorer with my guy. Honestly, this game sometimes. So obviously I wanted to improve our defence, and I wanted to improve the amount of goals we scored. And defending, massively improved this year. I mean, it's still got a lot of the same defenders. I think I've just balanced it out there. New centre-half's a good player. I like him a lot. And we've got a good goalkeeper, so really happy with the defence. Let's hop on over to the Europa League, and this is the second leg. You knew we won the first leg 4-0, so we won the second leg 4-0. 8-0 altogether, easy peasy. And then there was more qualifiers. This time it was Rapid Vienna. We beat him at home 2-1. Andre Gomez. What a player. I really like that lad. And then again, it was a repeat scoreline. 2-1 away. This time it was Ruben Neves and Tom Davies getting a start. Good lad. And we've done enough. Happy days. And we got Drew in Group J with some good teams. Well, 2 good ones and a team I have never heard of. Feyenoord, Atletico Bilbao, and then at the bottom. Played 6, won 6, only let in 1 goal, scored 12. We were awesome. Quick look at the wins. Look at that. The only team that scored against us was at Bilbao at home. Clean sheet after clean sheet after clean sheet after clean sheet. Hey? That's what I love about this game. When you start putting your own imprint on a team and the results come as well, I get real satisfaction out of that. Let's check in the squad arranged by average rating and ignore the top 2. They've been more backup players. Obviously, Yeri isn't too happy with that, but it is what it is, mate. The other 2 I think are better than him. We've got Giovanni Simeone, who I really, really like. I've been playing this game a lot this year, so I get to the point where I see a player and I just know he'll work for me, and I think Simeone did that. I think he just reminds me of Benny. Now, Benny hasn't played too much. 7 starts, 9 as a sub, scored 3 goals, which is unfortunate because he was so really good for me, but I can only play one of them. Ruben Neves, great signing. Michael Keane's been way better this year in a better defence. Andrew Gomez is good. Moise Keane, when called upon, has been okay. Same with Davies. Fabian Delph has played way more than I thought. 12 starts, 12 sub appearances. He's been great. He's my club captain. So, I mean, look how many 7s I've got. I mean, it's the majority of the squad, so really, really, really positive. So, at the halfway point, we're 3rd in the league. I mean, wow. If we could get top 4, it'd be pretty special. I mean, we're on 45 points, so anything can happen. I mean, United in 5th. All these Gunners, Solskjaer might lose his job. I think top 5 is realistic for us all, I think. Carabao Cup in that against United, that's going to be interesting. Fleetwood, we should boss them, and then Europa League, we've been quite lucky with that. If we don't get past them, I would be really disappointed. So I'm really positive, and I think we should jump forward to the end of the season and have a look at all the good stuff. So here we are, and it's the end of the season, and we're going to run through what we got up to, and we'll start with our trophy. We're the champions of the Carabao Cup, and we of course had to play Manchester United in the first game at the Bramley Moor Dock Stadium, beautiful stadium. We won 3-2. Ruben Neves hat-trick. Absolutely, it's just a Ruben Neves show. Akadi, a player I know quite well because I signed him for United on my United save. He scored 2, so really positive. We just had to go to Old Trafford, get a result, and it was back-to-back Carabao Cup finals. Well, it wasn't back-to-back Carabao Cup finals because United taught us a lesson. Icardi got 2, Pogba, Mata, one Mata, say it out loud, one Mata. Simeone got us a consolation goal near the end. I mean, I thought we played okay. They just played really well. And my defence was appalling, which is shocking, really, because we've been so good. Let's do this quick. FA Cup, Fleetwood, 3rd round, easy, freaking peasy, 4-0. Meat, pie, sausage roll, Oldham Athletic, let me score 6 goals. 6 goals! I love Oldham. But sorry, we had to whoop your ass. Next it was Brendan Rodgers and his Leicester City team in the 5th round, and yeah, we won. Benny Benedetto. He scored 2 goals. Next up, it was Wolves in the 6th round. Oh, we're on a roll. We're on an absolute bastard roll. Tommy Davies and Benny again. Benny. Love him. Absolutely love him. Brilliant, eh? We're going to win everything. Apart from the Carabao Cup. And apart from the FA Cup, because Manchester United knocked me out of this as well. That's 2 semi-finals against United, or 3 technically, 2-legged Carabao, and this, and they beat us. Bloody lottery. Benny missed his freaking penny. But we had one great positive, and that was the Premier League, finishing 4th, 2 points ahead of Man City. That is awesome. So Arsenal, Liverpool, United and Everton, we all got the Champions League spot. So that's Champions League. And I can tell you what, we're guaranteed having episode 3. I can guarantee you that. Champions League with Everton, with the team I've got, with a bit more money, a few additions, we're the champions of Europe. So yeah, really happy with that. I don't think so. But yeah, lost 7, drew 8. We'll have a look at the results in a sec. We finished the season with the 2nd best defence. I love a good defence. I've said it a million times. Championships are built on defence. I always say it like I'm playing NFL. I love the NFL. My favourite sport. If there was an NFL manager, that's what I'd play. And that's what my channel would be. I swear down, I wouldn't have any time for this. I love that game. Anyway, it don't exist, but I'd love it if it existed. Anyway, yeah, great defence. We're awesome. Goal-wise, Man United steamrolled everyone when it came to scoring. Surprising it win the league. But we finished 4th, so positive growth. for the blue half of Liverpool. Now, surprisingly, we started the second half of the season playing Manchester United and we beat them in the league 2-0, so that's a great result. And then we followed that up by getting beat by Bournemouth and West Bromwich Albion. No offence, but then we went on a great run. Beating Chelsea, Spurs, fantastic run. Got beat off City, won a couple, lost to Liverpool, which annoyed me. See this bad boy here, absolutely annoyed me. Won a couple, and then we lost our last game 3-0, but it was enough. Great season, lots of goals, great defence, top 4. We were 10th last year. That has made me feel like, alright, you know, I won a Carabao Cup last year, I know, with that older squad. I really feel like a fluke that. This is becoming my team, they're playing like my team, they're getting the stats that my teams get. I felt really good about it. But could I finish the season with a trophy? A massive trophy, a Europa League trophy. Let's go on a journey together, me and you. Do you want to hold hands? No? Alright, best. And of course we had Konyaspor. Oh, and we beat them 3-0. Ruben Neves, Justin Kluivert. And I said Patrick Kluivert. And Giovanni Simeone, who's on a legend. Absolutely Boston. And then it was back to Liverpool. And we beat him 2-0. Kluivert scored again. And Galeno got man of the match. He's been a bit hit and miss. He has a really great game and a really shit one, but I still quite like him. Then we drew Hamburg in the second round, and I thought, we'll do these. But we didn't. We went to Germany and got absolutely battered, I felt. Battered. Fabian Delph scored us a goal. And then they scored 3. So yeah, that was some hills to climb. But we've climbed hills in the past. We've come back from shitty first leg results in the past. Did they have one left in the tank? No. 1-1. Simeone got a goal. They scored as well. Pretty even game. We hadn't even touched the ball, though, to be fair. Stat-wise, it was even. Possession-wise, it was appalling. Kluivert got man of the match. We were really, really dirty. We went down to 10 men as well. Second round is fucking well disappointing. So, there we go. I've not won anything in my second year, but I do feel that we've progressed. I feel like we've got better. I was hoping I wouldn't have to make as many changes next year. Some really good players, some good young players. 4th in the Premier League is great. And I mean, Man United are pretty good on this game. So to get knocked out of 2 semi-finals against them ain't too bad either. The only disappointment I had this year was the Europa League. We should have done way better than that. Semi-finals, in my opinion. But, you know, sometimes football doesn't work out that way. This is my final squad arranged by Average Racing. And look at Ruben Neves. Playing as a volante, the guy is a ledge. 23 goals, 11 assists as a defensive midfielder. Hey, volante is the best freaking role on the game if you can get a player to fit it. Because they just do them through balls. Or they get on the end of balls. Brilliant role. I absolutely love it. So you'll have to let me know down below. Do you think it did progress him in the second season? You know, better in the goal scoring charts, better in the defence charts, better in league position. I know we won a trophy last year. We did it this year. But I think, personally, we've got a well better looking team. It excites me more than that team did last year. So if you're an Everton fan and you took offence to anything I said, like my friend Lee, Mr. Lee Monaghan, who had a bit of a cry because I didn't give him a shout out and I slagged Everton off. Although I'm trying to help Everton. Yeah, he sent me a message pissed out of his face on gin, crying. So I'm sorry, Lee. Love you. And this is the shout out just for you. So that is the end of episode 2. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for taking the time out of your busy day to watch it. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you smash that like button and make sure you subscribe if you're new. And if you want to help the channel a little bit more, make sure you check out my Patreon. You can pledge and it'd be massively appreciated. You'll have an extra chance to win a copy of FM20. And hopefully you're still liking this series because there's going to be more to come. I'm hoping maybe a couple, maybe 2 experiments before FM20 comes out. Story experiments, that is. But yeah, thank you. As always, I hope you have a great, great day. You've been amazing. I'm Bood. I'll see you next time.